Hello and welcome to RadioFaces, brought to you by HCCTV. I'm Indy Kalu of Sports Radio 610, and he is John the General McClain, Hall of Fame sports writer for the Chronicle, and you can catch him on chron.com as well as Sports Radio 610.
Also a member of our weekly crew, the original Radio Face, Houston Radio legend Barry Warner from Sports Radio 610. We think we got a great show for you here today. We wish it were going to be a little more positive when it came to the Texans, but it doesn't. So, Indy, let's talk Texans. Another heartbreaking loss. You predicted them to win, and they lost. What do you think?
First of all, I was almost correct. It came down to a last drive. But when you talk about the Texans, in my 12 years of playing, in my infinite years of watching and being a fan of the NFL, I've never seen one team lose in two consecutive ways the way the Texans lost. When you talk about the Hail Mary from Jacksonville and them giving up 7 with 40 seconds left on the last drive. I just haven't seen it. It makes you wonder if this team is snake bitten, and it goes beyond X's and O's. It's the culture that's going on there. You have to look at the coaching. You have to look at the players. You even have to look at the management to try to figure out what's going on with this team. And as much as I like Frank Bush, I hate to say it, I think his fate was sealed with that last drive where they gave up the points to give New York Jets the go-ahead win.
You have to be able to cover that. In retrospect, they made a terrible decision going young. Looks like they should have kept Dante Robinson, franchised him again, signed him to a long-term contract. They need some veteran leadership in there, not to mention veteran play. But the secondary's killing them. They're still on a pace to shatter the record to be the worst pass defense in NFL history. Right now, they're giving up 301 yards a game. That is pathetic.
And what's scary, believe it or not, it can get worse. You know, when you're talking about a 16-game regular season, teams tend to go on streaks. We see it right now with San Diego Chargers. They started off slow, but they have a great streak going on right now. But there's also negative streaks, and that's what the Texans are in. But you need that leader. You need that vocal leader that could talk the talk and walk the walk to uplift the team and get them going on the positive track. And I don't know who that guy is. The one guy I thought was D'Amico Ryans, and he's rehabbing while the team's practicing. So I just don't see any individual player or coach, for that matter, that's just going to grab this team by the collar and get them on the right track.
I've never seen a group of cornerbacks have collectively such a bad year. Bad angles on tackling, missed assignments, terrible on coverage. David Gibbs probably going to end up getting fired. I think Frank Bush will end up being fired if they continue to lose. They all may be fired. But they tell the players what to do, and they still make the same mistakes. So the message is not getting across.